So let's dive into this fascinating tradition called the Royal Ploughing Ceremony in Thailand, shall we? Now, this event isn't just a quirky ritual. It's steeped in about 700 years of history and culture. Picture this, a vibrant celebration in the heart of Bangkok, where people gather at Sanam Luang, and the atmosphere is filled with hope and anticipation.
Wow, 700 years, that's incredible. So what do they actually do to predict the farming conditions? Like, do they have some sort of ancient crystal ball or something?
Not quite, but it does sound fun, doesn't it? Instead of a crystal ball, they have something much more hands-on. It features a high-ranking official, called the Lord of the Ploughing Ceremony, dressed in traditional garb. He's there to symbolically plough the land, and part of this involves using sacred oxen to pull a plough and scatter seeds. This act is deeply symbolic, representing the hope for good rainfall and abundant crops for the upcoming planting season.
Ah, okay. So it's like they're, invoking the spirits of good farming, and those seeds they scatter, what happens to those?
Exactly. They're essentially asking for nature's blessings. After the ceremony, the onlookers rush to collect those scattered seeds, believing it brings good fortune. Some even choose to plant them at home. It's as if they're trying to harness that same luck and positivity in their own gardens.
That's such a cool way to get everyone involved. So does this mean that if you're holding onto those seeds, you're like a luck magnet? Like, do people have races to gather as many as they can?
I wouldn't be surprised if there are a couple of strategic grapples for the seeds. It's interesting because this ritual not only brings community together but also reinforces the importance of farmers, especially in a culture where rice is a staple. It's like a communal cheerleading session for agriculture.
Right, so it's not just about the ritual, it's about, honoring the farmers too, right? How do they ensure the predictions are accurate though? Or is it more like a guideline?
Great question. So the predictions are based on what the Lord selects during the ceremony. For instance, he interprets the choices made by the oxen from their offered food, which reflect various farming conditions. Everything from water availability to indicators of international trade. It's a blend of ritual and ancestral wisdom.
That's so fascinating. So like, if the oxen snack on the rice seeds, does that mean it's going to be a good year for rice farmers? Or, do they have like a bad food choice that would signal doom?
Well, yes. If the oxen, for instance, choose offerings that symbolize drought or poor conditions, it makes everyone a bit uneasy, like a farmer's version of bad news bears. It does create a dynamic atmosphere, really impactful and real-time for those involved.
Wow, that's really dramatic. I mean, can you imagine just watching these ancient sacred oxen deciding the fate of your crops right there in front of you? It's like a live-action farm reality show.
Exactly. It's as though Mother Nature herself is playing referee. The anticipation must be electric, and it's so crucial, especially given that agriculture is central to Thailand's economy. This ceremony is a brilliant way to blend tradition with modern agricultural needs, reassuring farmers in tough economic times.
So it's a bit like a cultural safety net, right? Keeping old traditions alive while also motivating farmers, especially when things are tough. Do you think it's a model other countries should consider for their agricultural practices?
Absolutely. It fosters community engagement while connecting them to their roots. Countries with deep agricultural traditions could certainly draw inspiration and perhaps even develop their own unique ceremonies tailored to local customs.
Oh wow, now I'm just picturing all these different countries having their own versions. What would the Australian version be? Kangaroos ploughing the fields or something?